Jaguar. The ancient Tupi-Guarani people did not classify this creature as a mere cat. They designated him as Yaguara, translating to he who kills with a single leap. The Maya civilization took this worship to the extreme, declaring the jaguar the supreme ruler of Xibalba, the dark Mayan underworld. In their mythology, his spotted coat represented the star-filled night sky. By the 14th century, elite Aztec warriors wore actual jaguar skins into battle, believing they would absorb the beast's lethal power on the battlefield. It was not until 1758 that Carl Linnaeus formally catalogued the species as Panthera onca. Unlike every other big cat, the jaguar does not utilize the standard throat suffocation method. Powered by a massive skull, he delivers a monstrous bite force of 1,350 pounds per square inch. This allows him to bite directly through the temporal bones of the skull, piercing the brain of his target instantly. His evolutionary line is ancient. 1.5 million years ago, his giant ancestor ruled prehistoric Europe. In 2011, a single male named El Hafer became the only wild jaguar confirmed living in the United States. Regrettably, since 1900, human encroachment has erased exactly 50% of his historical habitat. Snow leopard. Upgrading altitude sensors to 6,000 meters above sea level. Welcome to the freezing, low-oxygen peaks of the Himalayas, the exclusive domain of the ghost of the mountains, the snow leopard. To survive in these brutal vertical landscapes, this animal is equipped with highly specialized biological systems. His tail is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, measuring 90% of his total body length. When mountain temperatures plummet below -40 degrees, he curls into a tight ball and wraps this massive, fluffy tail around his face, utilizing it as a personal, organic heating blanket. His paws are enormous and heavily padded with fur, acting as natural, built-in snowshoes that prevent him from sinking into deep drifts. When navigating treacherous mountain chasms, his powerful hind legs allow him to leap up to 15 meters horizontally in a single bound. Yet, despite this high-tech design, they exhibit highly eccentric behaviors, like biting and holding their own tails in their mouths for no discernible scientific reason. Tiger. At first glance, a bright orange coat with black stripes seems like a massive design flaw for a stealth predator. However, this is a brilliant exploit of prey biology. The tiger's primary targets, such as deer and wild boars, possess dichromatic vision, meaning they are completely red-green colorblind. To them, the bright orange tiger appears as a dull, harmless green-gray shape, blending seamlessly into the foliage. Unlike almost all domestic cats, the tiger is a highly proficient marine unit. He genuinely loves water, frequently bathing in rivers to cool down, and is capable of swimming up to 18 miles in a single day. A tiger's stripes are not merely fur-deep. If you were to shave a tiger, the exact same stripe pattern is permanently etched directly into his skin. No two tigers share the same pattern, making their stripes as unique as human fingerprints. When launching an attack, he can sprint at speeds up to 40 miles per hour, relying on explosive power rather than stamina. He is also a master of psychological warfare, mimicking the mating calls of other herbivores to lure them into his ambush zone. At night, his eyes possess a reflective layer that makes his night vision 6 times more sensitive than that of a human. Fuel requirements are massive. A single tiger can consume 80 pounds of meat in a single night. Leopard. This creature is a masterclass in survival, thriving in the scorching 50-degree heat of the Kalahari Desert, as well as the -30-degree winter forests of Russian Siberia. His physical power-to-weight ratio is unmatched in the animal kingdom. Equipped with immensely powerful shoulder and neck muscles, a leopard can kill a carcass weighing 3 times his own body weight and drag it vertically up a tree trunk to keep it away from ground scavengers. His agility defies gravity, allowing him to leap 6 meters horizontally and jump 3 meters straight up into the air. 11% of leopards are born with melanism, creating the famous black panthers, whose spotted rosettes are hidden beneath a dark pigment layer. Throughout history, his stealth has made him a legendary threat. Most notably, the infamous leopard of Rudraprayag terrorized India between 1918 and 1926, claiming the lives of over 125 people before being stopped by Jim Corbett. Today, the Amur leopard represents the most critical conservation crisis in our database. With only about 100 individuals left in the wild, they are on the brink of extinction. For identification, remember that the leopard's coat features simple, empty circular rosettes, whereas the jaguar's rosettes contain dark spots in the center. Lion. Though popular culture incorrectly brands him as the king of the jungle, his actual jurisdiction is strictly limited to open grasslands and scrublands. His roar is a low-frequency acoustic weapon measured at a deafening 114 decibels, designed to vibrate through the ground and warn rivals up to 5 miles away. Unlike every other feline in our database, the lion is a highly social unit, organizing into complex family structures known as prides of up to 40 closely knit members. However, this royal lifestyle requires extreme energy conservation. The male lion spends up to 20 hours of his day asleep or resting. While the smaller, faster lionesses perform 90% of the hunting, the dominant male always eats first, leaving his family with the scraps. When genetic boundaries are crossed, a male lion mating with a female tiger produces the liger, a massive hybrid that stands as the largest feline on the planet, weighing over 400 kilograms. The myth of the white lion is also entirely real. A rare genetic condition called leucism results in beautiful white fur and blue eyes, occasionally spotted in the wild plains of South Africa. 5 distinct cats, 5 highly advanced evolutionary designs. System diagnostics complete. Which unit do you consider the ultimate predator? Input your selection in the comments below.